I guess I'm starting now. How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you my review of Chainsaw Man. So, before I go any further, please hit the like button. Subscribe if, well, I'm about to say subscribe if you're new. I don't care if you're new or not. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this, and leave a comment down below. As you can tell, my mood is very cross because I'm going to assume that most of you have come from seeing this episode. I really need to change that thing from shutting off so fast. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I don't even know. I was going to address the elephant. Well, address the elephant in the room. Himeno's dead. She's fucking dead. And her fucking death was for nothing, which makes it worse. But I guess she did it to save Aki, but... So, I can confirm several things. The intro does put in small snippets of future things you will see. And I was right that it was actively changing all the time. Such as... we've seen the Ghost Devil for the last 3 to 4 episodes. At least 3 to 4. I want to say 3 with the intro. Because there was always, I think, starting at least 2 episodes ago, you see this thing with stitched eyes just kind of looking about. And I couldn't tell what was going on with the neck. I'm like, what the am I looking at? And that was the Ghost Devil. We got to see the Ghost Devil full form because everyone was attacked at the same time. Give me a second. Let's talk about the smallest thing in the room here on how this is going to impact Denji. Because, yes, we did see Denji get shot in the head. I don't think he's actually dead because the show is about Denji. On top of that, I kind of know some of the stuff that's going to happen. And I knew that she wasn't going to die, but that still pissed me. This still pissed me off because I actually liked the character. We get to see from her perspective everything that went on when she brought Denji back to her house. You know, she took his shoes off. She put him in bed. She dropped him, and they both fell initially. She threw him on the bed and fell on top of him. She took a shower. She had a beer. And then we get to the juxtaposition. We're in her eyes. Then we swap and we're in his eyes once again. And that whole moment of having sex and blah, 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 blah. And his whole inner turmoil of going, oh, man, no, why would I have sex with this girl that threw up in my mouth? And he's like, all right, I'll do it. And she finds something in his pocket before she can get her pants off. And it is a cola chupa chup, whatever the hell. Lollipop, y'all. Lollipop. And how did it get in his pocket? Oh, flashback to he needed to get some air. Makima told him to get some air. She asked, all right, here's some nausea medication. And he's like, do you think I'm always like, if I kiss another girl, am I always going to like think about the puke taste that's in my mouth? And she says, open your mouth, takes the thing out of her mouth and put it in his. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that today's episode is entitled Gunfire. My lord. And from that point she goes, and this is a good point. I didn't do a quote of the day for Bleach, but I could do it for here. When she mentions that you're never going to forget that, but until you die, you're going to experience so many different things. You're not even going to have time to think about that, right? And here, your first indirect kiss with a cola chupa chop, whatever. And after that point of him flashbacking, Himeno's passed out on the bed. He's on the floor. And he apologized to Pochita, who probably wanted to get some, but he wants his first time to be with Makima, so he has to kill the gun devil. Now, let's talk about Makima and the guy she was with. They were first gunned down on a train going to Kyoto. And it looks like all of the Division 4 were out doing other stuff, including the 2 crybabies were helping some. I thought it was a lady helping a guy, old guy, and he pulled out a gun. They were all being attacked on multiple fronts. And it looks like it looks, the person who turns out to be this sword man, because I'm going to call him Sword Man since Denji's Chainsaw Man. It's not what they call him in the show, but he's Chainsaw Man. So Sword Man who's a piece of shit. His grandfather was the Yakuza guy. You know, the guy that said, hey, your dad killed yourself, Denji. I don't care if you whore yourself. Better have me my money or we're going to kill you. And then he gets Denji literally killed. And Denji knows this guy. And I like, pardon my language, when Denji realizes who he is, because he says, you know, the old man's part of the Yakuza, but had to be done. You know, only a few women and children ever got killed, and you know, the stuff I'm eating here is gross. He take me here. Am I supposed to give a flying funk house that you're upset about your granddad being dead? Who gives a damn? He brought it on himself. Can't wait for you to get killed too, because I'm like, oh, I like the design of sword. No, screw him. I'm done with this. You cause Himeno to get killed, you ass. So upset right now. And Denji has the most appropriate response. He's like, what the do you want? And he's like, yeah, I heard the gun devil wants your heart. And boom. And I give Aki credit. He moved. But unfortunately, since Himeno was across from Denji, she got shot on this side. She got shot in the heart side. And prior to this, we had the morning after where she's relieved that she didn't take advantage of him because he's a minor. And she goes, you know what? Would you still want to be with Makima even if you found out she had a shitty personality? And he's like, I'd like the shit out of her. Cool. Let's make an alliance. I'll help you get with her. I want to be with Aki. And I said that. It's like she has so much affection for him. Yeah, she's loosey-goosey, and because she's like, yeah, eventually I'm going to get killed, right? But no. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at the ghost devil now at this point. Screw you, ghost devil. Lady. Get to that in a second. So she's like, yeah, well, come over sometime for breakfast. We're more than just co-workers now. We're actually friends. Bring the Fiend and Aki too and have breakfast. I'm getting sick of hearing about Makima. She ain't dead, y'all. I'm gonna spoil that. She ain't dead. I mean, with all the fan art that's going around, there ain't no way she's dead. Ain't no way. Especially with some of the stuff I know, she ain't dead. Gotta remember, you don't know what her contract is or her powers are. So, I do, not telling you. So all of this stuff happening, and it was the fast acting of power, uppercutting this dude, Aki kicking him out, and doing the cone, and Wolfhead just out of the building, chomps down like, this is an interesting thing you've fed to me. This is neither human nor devil. Oh, it's the sword man. And we finally find out what the sword that Aki uses does. It is bound by the curse devil. So it's, and Power said a nail, and I couldn't see what it was until we get a wider. It's literally a sword that has a nail, and it reminds me of the move Curse in Pokemon. When Ghost Pokemon use Curse, it's a nail driving into them. They take pain, but they inflict constant pain on the opponent unless they retreat, right? As will Curse with other characters, you know, they drop their speed, increase their attack and defense. But now it makes sense. I kind of want to do research on why the Curse is with the nail. But he hit the sword man 3 times, and you hear San, Ni, each, Zero. And this big bony thing, like a wisp bony, grabs him, and he dead. And then suddenly some chick appears, some little blonde chick appears and picks him back up. She's like, did you know what you did wrong? I underestimated him, blah, 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 blah. All right, finish it. Dude moves way too fast. Aki gets cut up. Himeno's like, don't worry about me, save him. I can't follow this guy's movements. Power can't do anything. She tells the ghost devil, Ghost, and the ghost is like, what did the ghost say about the little girl? And the sword guy said, what is this creepy shit? And I guess he saw the thing kill him. The curse kicked in because he said curse finished now. The curse kicked in. Going down, what did she say? The ghost hand says, no, the girl is dreadful. No hints, just know the girl is speaking through the hand. And so Aki doesn't die because I guess the suits they wear are pretty sturdy. So he doesn't die. She says, give me everything you have and I'll give you everything I got. Contract is made and we see the multiple, almost hundreds of hands appear. And then she's in the opener and she's fighting with this guy and he's asking stupid blonde for help. And she has a snake that kills the ghost devil. So this was supposed to save Aki, but at the same time, maybe she did save him. I don't know what's going to happen next episode. Sometimes I see stuff, spoilers are abound everywhere, especially in this line of business, but I have no clue what's going to happen after this. I am beyond upset, as you can tell, that Himeno got killed because I actually liked the character. And I knew this was this type of show going into this shit. I knew it was that type of show going into it, but I'm still entitled to be upset. And her line at the end is she tells Aki, "Don't die on me because I need you to cry for me when I die." And we get a little thoughts into her look into her thoughts, because she used to laugh because Aki would cry for all the rookies who would pass that he was watching over. He would cry in private. But she's like, now think about it. For someone to care about you that much that they cry for you, it must be nice. And she's literally disappearing. Her one arm disappears, the other one disappears. She can't stand, and because her legs are disappearing. And Aki misses the moment she's gone, but just no sounds and just hearing him panting and breathing. And the ending is basically her obituary. Basically, is we see moments of her with him, a cool little fight scene that I guess happened when he fought some kind of devil. We see she is trapped somewhere in a forest of hands, which is probably the ghost devil's domain or whatever shit. And she's gone. She's in a field of flowers. Has both of her eyes, because if I remember correctly, it was this eye that was gone, and we see in the juxtaposition that eye has remained. And he goes to her grave and leaves flowers and a pack of smokes. So what about the others? Like, okay, so apparently these suits are supposed to be heavy duty. All right, I'm down with that fiction. I've seen something like that before. I can't. John Wick, right? I'm fine. I can buy into that. What about the others? What about short hair, blonde, red woman with her guy with the glasses and the scars? What about the one dude, the one guy with his rookie? They're walking down the street. Like, all these people were attacked at one time. What in the entire F? I don't even know what to rate this episode, if I'm going to be 100% honest. This is like one of my shortest reviews because there's no other details to go into. You get to see, what did Makima say? She was nervous about meeting the higher ups because, it's intimidating for her. Okay. So she was going to eat then as opposed to eating later. I thought the 4 people around them had died. No, it's just they all moved, got up, pop, 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 pop. Wow. Just wow. Got a feeling this is one of those shows where probably everybody we know is just going to be gone. Except for Denji. I'm telling you, he's not gone. I know he's not gone. So, I don't know how you're going to explain it. Maybe it's because of Pochita. Who knows? Maybe Pochita's going to have a conversation with him. But this new enemy, oh my goodness. You're gonna have to get way stronger, way faster. Just that argument they had over the ramen, just the fact that it was that guy. Ugh. Your grandfather literally, minimal to children and women. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. He was trash. Glad he's gone. I can't wait for this guy to be gone. I'm gonna give this episode, for shock value alone, a 4 out of 5. There's literally nothing else I can talk about. I'm glad we got to understand what the ghost devil looked like. I don't know why you would ever want a contract with that. So her eye being gone means her whole eye probably just vanished. Probably just a hole there. I think Aki has the better, and it's like what he uses the curse, and it takes years off of his life. If you can, the fact, stupid blonde chick, the fact that she deduced, oh, it's the curse devil, right? So if you get hit with that thing a certain amount of times, you die. And the cool part is when he was stabbing with it, it looks like you could see someone popping the nail in, which is kind of interesting. I think he has probably the better power set, given the fact that, all right, so the fox takes a little bit of flesh, but she likes humans, so she's probably not gonna entirely murder you. So is that in this super cool curse blade? Hey, wow. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Not giving this props to the best episode because my favorite character is gone. So, and I was cool with power. I was cool with power. The one thing that did annoy me is Denji heard the gunshots. He's like, what was that? And she's like, oh, it's you fool, it's the sound of drums. Look, her personality can be funny at times. I guess when you don't feel any immediate danger, that's when her personality stays like that. But this whole entire time when she's trying to, he tells her, make sure she doesn't bleed out. This whole entire time, she's like, I couldn't fight this guy if I want to. That is scary to think. So, let's hope. I don't even know what next week's episode is. This is different from Bleach. It doesn't give a little preview. So, here's hoping that they get revenge for Himeno. Yeah. 4 out of 5 for me. Let me know what you think of the episode in the comment section down below. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit notification bell. Be notified of more videos just like this one. As always, everybody, be good, be blessed, wash those hands, take care of yourself. Please be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. Sincerely, enough jerks out there. Don't be a jerk. And as I always say, there's whatever, if you're going through something, talk to somebody. There's someone who would rather speak to you today than be missing you and mourning you tomorrow. Sincerely. Give me a shout. My social medias are right there in that description. Read the description box. Yeah. So, as always, this is a very perturbed and sad Chainsaw Man, and I'll see you next time.